No.
Ready?
How's everything?
Oh, that's delicious, Mom.
What?
Retake.
What'd you say, Margaret? I gotta get that on film. What was
Oh,
that?
it's delicious, Robin.
Oh, good. Just making sure. Mark, you look like a sunflower. Where are you? There you are.
Sunflower fur does.
No, you had a sunflower in your face.
Very good.
Good. Well, I'm glad because
Is this in Mark's face now?
no,
It was an improvement.
this is Mark's. He chose.
Floor's face.
This is his favorite meal, right, Mark?
It's my
This
favorite
is my
meal.
favorite too.
Well, it better be. Otherwise, you have to leave.
You're right, Mom.
And your face look exactly like your, you know what. How's everybody doing?
Will
I
you
have
sit
to bring
down
Mom. I have
and
to bring my violin Sunday when I go down
Sit
there.
down and eat,
What?
Robin.
You have to bring your violin?
I'm practicing for the talent show.
No, you can't be in it, sweetie.
Oh.
It's over Christmas vacation. We won't be home.
Oh my god.
Not again.
No,
What
we
do
were
you,
home last
what do
year.
you mean not again?
Come on, sit down, sweetie.
No, the one, not that talent show, a different talent show.
Oh,
That was the Sleepy Hollow challenge, I think.
oh yes, that's right. We'll do that this year.
Oh, it wasn't really a
It was
closet.
it was intended. It was not
It
intended.
was
to
like
be
a sewing room. It was so small, though. It had the best window
What
in
am
the
I
house.
stepping on that's wet? Is
Joel
that-
must have dropped something.
Did it have a closet? No.
Yeah, it had a little sliver.
Oh, it's because Robin grew up in a closet. She didn't have a closet in
Oh,
her
did you
closet.
too? Oh, well, this was for 1 year.
When
I
she
thought
was an infant.
She had room enough for a crib, that was it.
for 1 year I figured it would be enough.
Mhm.
And I was thinking, and my father kept saying, why do you want to do that? You know, don't live in that little tiny room. And I said, no, because I always liked everybody these were friends from. And I didn't know a lot of the others. I didn't know Jared. I did know Bill, but not as well. And the only one I really knew was Mark. But they had a nice group. They had me to dinner and they asked me
Why
to
did you
live
meet
there.
them in the first place to
We
get
all lived in the same
entangled with this
dorm.
group?
We all
Oh,
lived in the
oh,
same
oh,
dorm. The first time I met Mark was in my freshman year, and I don't know, I was having a party and he came to the party.
And was he neurotic?
And he drank all of my liquor, and the next day, I didn't even know him. Well, he drank a lot, so he went out and bought me another bottle
Oh,
of
that was
liquor.
nice.
And we stayed in the hall and chatted all night, so that was fun. Well, the party was going on in my room. So, and I remember thinking, well, that's a nice guy, he's all right, so.
But so was he neurotic? I want to know.
Oh, yes, so this is the story. So I get the room, I have Jared on one side and Gary on the other, and my little room is here. And Mark was in charge of the house with Jared. And he said, the phone company was coming, he said, we're installing a wall phone there. And I said to Jared, and I was new to the group, I said, I don't want a wall phone, because you have to take the cord all over the house to talk. There are 3 rooms in a row, and they're going to stretch the cord out, and you can't dial from your room. And there's a big trunk thing that's built into the house, and I said, we could keep a phone right up here. And we had a big argument over it.
You and who?
And Mark. And everybody was just standing there, because I was new. I said, I don't want a wall phone. Well, no, we're having a wall phone. And he was going to have wall phones downstairs, too.
Mr. In charge.
Right. And I said, I don't
Good for you.
want a
You
wall
stood up for
phone.
yourself.
I always do with him. I don't
You
have
can't
a
take any
problem with
crap
that.
from
No.
him.
And Jared is standing there, he's like, well, it isn't that important if he really cares, And I said, no.
That sounds like Jared.
So then I'm walking out the door, and he says, all right, I'll allow it. I said, oh, don't do me any favors, and I walked away. And he was so rigid about that, he was only going to have the wall phone.
Sure, because he made up his mind, and he
That's
didn't
right.
want anybody to tell
Nobody
him
else
what
was
do.
going to tell him what we were going to
Exactly.
do.
Do we know this, Robin?
So,
What, Mark?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
then, are you recording this?
Yeah.
It will be held against you.
That's right.
No,
that's
it'll be
right.
held against him.
So what happened? What kind of phones did you get?
So I got the regular trim line.
Trim line.
I got
Ooh.
my phone.
Woo.
I got my phone, and I also got a better room the next year.
Oh,
I'm glad.
you
So-
moved up the ladder.
So was he doing
But
everybody?
then we discovered that we were the only two that really knew how to work and clean.
Wait, I want to know. Was
And
he
I
doing?
had, all of a sudden, I got more respect. I said, Fran, you know how to work. Did you work at home? And I said, yeah. He said, were you always the one doing the yard work and cleaning the garage? I said, yes. He said, so was I.
So I want to know. Was he doing everyone's laundry and all that?
No,
Folding
no,
everyone's
but he
laundry?
was always after everybody too. This doesn't belong here. You
Did he
know.
criticize you?
What about the
Oh,
kitchen?
constantly.
What about-
Oh, yes. And if you
But the-
didn't clean,
Yeah, the dishes.
yes.
Tell my parents how you had every week you took turns cooking. or just on
Yes.
weekends?
We had 2 people.
Was it on weekends
That
only?
was something else that Mark organized. We had a job wheel and a dinner wheel. So you dinnered one night and you cleaned up the next night. And then you had your job and the wheel went around and.
And then they had to have
Society.
3 courses in their meal, and
And you were billed monthly for your charges.
And Billy-
you paid promptly.
Billy thought that what was ketchup was a course,
Ketchup was a vegetable.
a vegetable.
And we had to spend about 6 weeks trying to get him to serve rolls with his chicken, which was delicious for dinner. Because Bill decided that because
Call
Jared and
Sue
I
Kaufman.
spent so much on our
Whoops,
meals
I
that he
didn't
had
call
to
her back.
recoup the
I
cost
told her about that.
later. He would also, at night, you would hear these
Oh.
tiny soft footsteps
No, no, no,
after
no, no,
a
no.
year.
No. After a year of us waking up to a
Freezing house. We thought we had the furnace service
We don't know
twice
what was
from the
wrong because we
landlord.
wake up freezing.
We were so cold and the bathroom would be so
Well,
cold.
and you look at the thermostat,
And then
and the
one
thermostat was on
night,
70.
I heard.
We stayed up to find out.
We find if it would shift back, and it was Bill, teeny tiny footsteps, and
He would
turn
wait up
it
till everyone
when
was
he went to
asleep,
sleep
so he could come downstairs, turn it down, and go back upstairs, and then wake up
and
before everyone
save money.
and turn it back up just to save money that he was paying 1/7 of.
Oh my God!
That's why they call him Dollar Bill.
Oh, this is real good. You're filming it. So
He's
next
the-
time we watch this, oh,
Yes.
Bill, you'll have to see the tape when Fur was in town. I said, whoa, stop the tape!
He won't see this.